What's up, everybody? It's Josh from Thousand Echoes, and this is the first video of its kind on this channel. This is the first time I am attempting to do a totally unscripted YouTube video. Now, I've seen a lot of these floating around, and it's something that I've always wanted to try. Actually, I meant to make my first video kind of an unscripted thing, but it ended up being that there was no way that I was going to possibly be able to do that because as soon as I started to turn the camera on, I would just freeze up. And I don't know if you have ever felt that before when you are starting a YouTube channel, but something about, I don't know if it's like a psychological thing, when you turn on the camera for the first time, if you can't talk into it, it can be really discouraging, you know? So I figured out early on that I was going to need to script my videos, and so I have. But this one is just something that I just wanted to basically share my heart about why I started this YouTube channel. Now, I am going to say that I technically started the channel in 2023, 2024-ish with my wife, Miranda, but really started to kind of look at it more seriously in the new year in 2025. And I did several months of research before I really decided, okay, I'm going to dive in and really do this and really take this more seriously. And so to date, my plan has been to release a video along with a newsletter every Tuesday on YouTube. And the YouTube for the newsletter I use Beehive. So typically I'll kind of like reference those in my descriptions on each of those platforms. Anyway, I'm telling you guys this if you are interested in starting a YouTube channel and you haven't already. I would say, first of all, expect that this is going to be the long play. This is a long game, right? You're not going to know what you're doing right away. I certainly don't know what I'm doing. Full disclosure, okay? But I am committed to learning how to do, long form content and make it impactful and make it helpful and educational. And that's really my heart for this channel. So let me go back because I just kind of want to explain the whole genesis and the whole concept of the name Thousand Echoes. And I won't spend too much time on it, but basically, I started making music professionally probably about 20 years ago. Has it been? Maybe it's been a little bit longer. Maybe it's been a little bit less. But I came up with the name Thousand Echoes because I just thought it sounded cool. And since then, it's kind of evolved into the name of the studio. So we call the studio Thousand Echoes. And the studio is something that my wife and I built during the lockdowns. This is her childhood home, and it's a 3-car garage that my dad actually helped me to frame out and design into a recording studio. And so this is actually, I've mentioned it before on the channel, this is the culmination for me of a lifelong dream. And if you've heard me say that before on the channel, my apologies, but I will continue to say it because it truly is amazing and such a luxury to be able to walk out into the garage, enter a door, and be in it's like a different dimension in here. Really, really inspiring to be able to work out of here and write music and record and work with other artists. And so I do a lot of that. And, one of the things that happened recently is in August of 2024, my wife and I moved our little family. We have 2 little guys, a 5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old. We moved to Redding, California for Miranda to do a little bit of schooling down there. And that has been a really amazing experience for us. It's kind of like the first time we've ever, at least since we got married, that we've ever really been far away from family. And we're not too far. We're only 6 hours away, but far enough that we don't have, grandparents to come over and watch the kids when we want to come out and have a, recording session or, work. We both also work day jobs as well. So I've found myself in Redding really obviously missing this studio because it's, again, such a luxury to have. And I've built it up over many, many years with all kinds of cool gear that I love, and found myself in Redding just kind of sitting there going like, what the heck? What do I do? I'm able to work remotely from my day job, which is amazing, but being in the studio is something that I really love to do anytime I have spare time. And so I started to kind of think about, well, how can I evolve 1,000 Echoes and still do something with 1,000 Echoes, but be anywhere? And this is where the idea of turning it into more than just a studio, but also a YouTube channel, and also be able to talk about things that I love to talk about anywhere all the time with anyone anyway. And that's, songwriting and recording and gear and, bands that I love and artists that I love and influences and things like that. And it's also where the idea of coaching started to kind of develop. And in fact, I had my first coaching experience in songwriting, in a songwriting setting, for the first time in November of 2024. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like the lights came on for me. So incredible. I got to work with a group of 3 and help them to help guide them through the process of writing a song in a day at a songwriting camp that Miranda and I have been writers at for the last few years. And it's called Fathering Artists. And that's also based out of Redding. So I feel like I really caught the bug, and it just seems like a natural progression too for me, for where I'm at, kind of like in my life, in my career. I've got 2 small children. I'm probably not going to be getting on the road anytime soon to, travel and play music, even though I would really love to. It just seems like, man, this is so natural for me. And I really, really, really have a heart for people and seeing them create before my eyes. And also, I've always just loved watching somebody just like live out, like their dream in real time, or live out this just really incredible life-changing experience in real time. I thought about it. I actually bought some courses on how do you get into coaching and how do you develop your own curriculum, because I also, shortly after the retreat, got hired to be the director of a songwriting camp this summer. And it's going to be in my hometown. So when we move back from Redding in May, I'll basically be diligently trying to put together the finishing touches of a curriculum for that. And it's something that I've been working on ever since I learned about, getting the position in December. So that's really kind of how 1,000 Echoes is now evolving. It's more than just a studio. It's more than just a place that I'm going to be producing artists out of, even though I'm still going to be doing that. It's more than just a place that my wife and I are going to be, writing and recording our own original music, and of course performing it on camera, which we're still going to do as well. There's going to be this kind of educational aspect to what I'm going to be doing with 1,000 Echoes, I would say for the foreseeable future, because I really think, to my surprise, I really have a heart for educating. Not only that, but most you people who get on YouTube have an aspiration to monetize their channel in some way, and I am no exception to that. Full disclosure, of course, I want to, use this as a secondary source of income for myself and for my little family as we grow as well. But it's, again, I'm really passionate about others and wanting to see others thrive. And I know just how hard it is to be an independent artist in this world, because I have been for so many years. I've started writing music 32 years ago. So do the math. That makes me a little on the older side. I'm 43 now. And then, but also it's about creating a legacy for my boys. They both are incredibly gifted, and we just see it, and I see that they are musical. We notice that they are musical. And I think that to create a YouTube channel that they're always going to be able to look back on and be like, yo, Dad was doing that, so I'm trying to kind of embed some date stamps into this video. So, obviously, my age and things like that. I wanted to be able to do this. I wanted to be able to just come on and have like a real conversation with you. And I also just want to give you some encouragement about your art, about your creativity, and about your dreams and your goals. And if you are wanting to start a YouTube channel, do it. Go for it. I really, really, really think that it is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. You're going to be very glad you did, I think, if you can stick to it. And I'm only 9 videos in. I think I've filmed actually 13 technically, and this would be my 14th video. That's all I've got for right now, I think. I don't know if this was valuable for you, but if it was, I would love for you to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting out a free ebook that's going to be available for download. All you got to do is give me your email address and sign up to my newsletter. And the free ebook is going to be part of a larger book that I'm creating that's going to be specific to songwriting, but also it's going to be about creativity in general. But really, it's going to be I want to hone in on songwriting and how you can level up. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little long, and if you stuck with me to the end, bless you for that. And thanks so much, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make sure you comment too. I'd love to respond to comments. Okay. Thanks so much.